Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful lights doing today? Let's get started right away on today's reading and see what uplifting, beautiful messages Spirit may have. First card up is the Wheel. I like it. All right, so we have the Wheel. Look at this. We have the manifestation card in the center of this layout. All right, so about this Wheel. All right, we have the loving energy next to it. We have the manifestation card in the middle. Something is being manifested. Something very spiritual, something financial, and something that has a lot of love attached to it is being manifested. Good news around money with this, and use your intuition. Guys, so there's a lot of info out there talking about stuff like this. Use your intuition. A lot of it's bull. Some of it's real. Okay, so you have this uncanny intuition right now. You should be able to pick up on what is factual and what is not. All right, let's continue. Seeing the Six of Cups. So for someone, there's an opportunity that's going to open up to you that you've been actually waiting for a long time. All right, there's something going on behind the scenes though with this opportunity, but it's nothing negative. Actually, it's the opposite. It's something looks spectacular. It looks like it's going to bring in something positive, something really good. It is going to be the energy I'm feeling along with this, whatever this is, this opportunity feels playful and light and childlike. Okay, if that means anything to anybody out there. And I'm seeing it's also going to provide a new start for you. All right, so if somebody is resonating with that particular layout, please comment below the video. Let me know where you're at. Where do you live? Everybody is coming to the channel. Not everybody, but people come to the channel, I should say, from all over the world. It's very exciting to me. I love to know where you guys are from, and if this daily reading we do is if I'm tapping into your particular energy. All right, also if you want me to tap into your particular energy as a whole, you've never had a reading, maybe you want a reading, maybe you're wondering something about someone and you have questions. All right, I offer readings. I offer different price points, but you can take a look at what I do by clicking on the description below the video. All right, so here I'm seeing, again, this is some kind of break. So I'm seeing a break with this masculine. This is something's driving you crazy today. All right, it's just driving you over the edge. It looks like it has something to do with another masculine here. All right, this is going to sort itself out, but for right now, this person is just, I don't know what they're doing. It might just be the way that they're communicating with you, the things they're saying, just rubbing you the wrong way. All right, so let's continue. Yeah, this person does not have good intentions and they're doing it on purpose, okay? So you're feeling agitated is for a good reason. I am seeing, I'm seeing something here about, well, we have the Six of Pentacles here. This is an inflow of money, an influx of money, and it's a lot, all right? It is also an outflux of money. So this is more like somebody's getting ready to help their family or help out their community finance-wise, all right? And I do see that this brings you a lot of happiness. You are a giver and you love taking care of people and helping people, all right? I am seeing that throughout your life, the reason you love being so kind is you weren't treated that way at all. Throughout your life, you were treated in a judgmental fashion. People had made their judgments on you. They had things in their head about you that just weren't true about who you actually are. And this bothered you for many, many years, but you busted through that recently. You have begun to realize that their insecurities, that was on them, and they tried to place them on you. All right. So when people put you down and judge you for no good reason, guys, what they're doing is they usually have like a low self-esteem, or they're insecure, probably the same kind of thing. And they will put their insecurities and fears on you. Just like if you've ever noticed, those of you who have started a business or have thought about starting a business, once you start to talk about it with friends and family, the fearful ones will come out and dissuade you. No, don't do that. Oh, it's a bad time. You know, you'll lose all your money. You probably shouldn't do that. And, you know, instead of encouraging you. So that's why, guys, if you're going to start a business, don't tell a lot of people, because they will freak you out. All right. And I'm seeing a transition here. Somebody's going through this transition, as I said. You're coming into yourself, and you do realize how valuable you are and how much you have to offer others. Okay. You're a very caring, protective individual. Everybody likes to have people around them like that, right? That is your energy. You should be proud of who you are. All right. I'm seeing this beautiful feminine, I want to say. You're moving toward getting this epiphany, actually. Total clarity on the reason why that you've been alone, or you've just been feeling some kind of way, just ignored. You've been staying alone. You've been what's the word? Hermiting up, so to speak. Okay. You haven't been very social. There's some fear that goes with this, about meeting someone new, or this could have something to do with romance. You don't want to get romantically involved with anybody, or just that you've gotten hurt in the past and you actually have a fear of people, that someone might do something to hurt you. All right. And I think there's a lot more people out there who may not admit to this, but that feel this way. All right. Because people could be so mean. People can be just dastardly, right? Okay. So I'm seeing stuckness there, but Spirit is telling you that you're not actually stuck. Untie that ankle and go back into the world. Make some friends. It's up to you if you want to get romantic with somebody or not. But don't hole up and be by yourself. Don't hole up rather in the house and have no friends, and, you know, stay away from family and things like that. Okay? Unless you're a recluse like me and you love it. I could find a cabin in the woods and be completely happy amongst nature. All right, so here I'm seeing some kind of, looks like a new beginning. This is for somebody who's newly single and you're happy about it. All right, there is some sadness here, but overall, I'm seeing this is a new beginning. I'm seeing someone else coming in for you, by the way. All right, so if this is resonating for you, if you've just, you know, got out of a relationship or are feeling sad to an extent, but at the same time, you're also looking forward to, you know, who you're going to meet and what your future is going to look like, and feeling like you have a new start now, a new beginning, which is, you know, that's the good feeling part of all of this. You feel like you now you have a do-over and you can be happy in life, right? This is very important. This is a reminder, guys, that we stay in a state of gratefulness. Do this on the daily. It will raise your vibration and help you manifest and attract all the positive things into your life that you want, okay? And particularly, I have a feminine in the center. All right, you look to be like you have everything you want except this partner. You have money, you have your freedom now, and you're ready to go, but this person hasn't come in just yet. All right, let's continue, and let me see. So somebody might be feeling confused today about where you're going. What is your next move? You're kind of feeling like a fish out of water today. You don't know like what you really want in life. And you know that it's time to start making decisions. Okay? And you're kind of looking out there, just kind of surveying everything, like looking at where you've come from and where you want to be and what has happened in between, and how how to now address it, tweak it, and start creating a happiness for yourself, a new life, okay? And Spirit is saying take your time on this. There's some fear behind this as well. They're saying take tiny little bites with this. Take as much time as you like to relax and think things through. Do it without background noise, guys. I tell you all the time, because most of us are on autopilot. We get in the car, we put the radio on, we go to work, we're distracted, we come home, we put the radio on, we come home, we got the TV on, you know, and so forth. So we're not thinking anymore. We're just moving through life. And that doesn't sound very happy to me. You know, we're on autopilot. Have you ever thought about this? All right, we're going into a whole different time, guys. You are creators, you're innovators. It's time to start creating happiness and excitement in your life. All right, let's move forward. And I'm seeing, okay. Oh, all right. So this is for somebody who's dealing with a tower moment today due to this ending. And I feel like this is connected to spirit. So I don't know if someone may have passed away. I'm seeing this more mature masculine in the middle here, who looks to be like a very good person, somebody who brought a lot of happiness. If this is somebody who passed on, I'm seeing you juggling your emotions over this masculine here, and a tower moment with this ending. All right, so you know, sometimes when I do readings, guys, I have a loved one come through. It's rare, but it happens. And I've often thought of, what if I purposely set out to do, no, not a lot of people ask me, they just pop in. So it's rare. But I'm wondering if somebody wants to do a reading on that. I'm wondering how that would turn out. If somebody wanted to ask about a loved one coming through to see what they have to say. There's something to this that I feel I might have some connection to. And I don't know if you'll understand this, so I'll tell you about it real quick. You probably heard the story before, but I go for massages, and when I'm in a very relaxed state, I pick up on people's pets, not their friends, not their family members, no one else, just their pets. And I usually don't want to sound crazy, so I shut my mouth and try to enjoy the massage. But what'll happen is that particular pet will be in my face so much, like that I cannot relax, I cannot enjoy the massage until I mention to their owner, do you have a dog? And I'll describe the animal, and they are blown away. I've never been wrong. I've done a horse, I've done a bird, and I've done several dogs already. And I always try to keep quiet unless it gets to the point where I can't enjoy the massage. All right. So I'm wondering if I might be good at something like that. So if anyone wants a reading like that, hit me up and let's try it. Let's try it. No promises, but we'll see what happens. All right. So here I have the card of justice, and a lot of conflict. All right. So somebody wants something to happen. You feel, I just felt your emotions. You feel that you deserve this, that you have this coming, this justice. And because you haven't gotten it yet, you're feeling all kinds of burdened, and you know, you're upset. Okay. And you're focusing on the way that you're feeling over this. This is making you crazy. All right. I'm seeing in the end, you will get your justice, and you will be celebrating with this justice when it comes in. Okay. All right, let's continue. Let's see what else we have. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. This is regarding love for somebody out there. You're totally not ready for this. You're not expecting it because you're not looking for it, okay? And you're kind of feeling, you're in defense mode, all right? So, yeah, it's just life. It's just life. Life, guys, I know we're all out there having a hard time. And if you're feeling like you're getting a raw deal with something, just remember, we're all one. We're all one consciousness. We're all going through what you are going through, but we might have gone through that a different day, a different week. So we're all going through this same crap, just at different times, right? Somebody can't pay their bills. Somebody's struggling financially. Somebody's dealing with a loss. Somebody's, right? But when you have love for everybody, for humanity, when you bring your vibration up so that you can move into this fifth dimension, when you have your frequency and you're working on it and you're working on yourself and your frequency is up there, you will feel your heart start to open up, and there's days that I literally cry when I read a story or think about people suffering. Okay, I pray for the world sometimes. And if we all can get to that place, all of the things we want will come in, they'll manifest so much faster. All right, but I'm seeing right here, you're not focusing on something you want really deep down inside, and it is love. It has to do with love. You're looking the other way and you're feeling defensive, but this lover I'm seeing is going to come in, and he's super romantic. He's going to sweep you off your feet like no one has ever done before. This is going to be a whole new experience for you. And yeah, you're going to love this. You're going to open right up to it, and you're going to forget about this, whatever this is. Okay. This is also, you're very close. You're very close to receiving this love in your life. All right. Somebody didn't sleep last night. This has something to do with information that you got that's getting in the way of your happiness. I do see a victory coming in for you with your happiness, but there's something you've been working on, or this could be job related, and you're going to hear some news regarding this that may upset you, but it looks like it's going to upset you for a hot minute, and then you're going to have a victory somehow. So I wouldn't sweat it. All right, let's continue. Guys, if you're still with me, please hype the video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It helps me out tremendously. All right, here I'm seeing some kind of, wow. This looks very nice. It looks promising. Okay. There's a lot of spiritual matter in this layout. Firstly, I have to say, these cards are connected in my readings, and I'm seeing some kind of growth or something coming for you that is going to continue to get better and better. And here we have, this is somewhat, this is a spiritual card, not somewhat, it is a spiritual card. All right, it also can have something to do with commitments. In this case, it's just something very spiritual in this layout. I'm sure I'm going to hit on it as we go, but you're trying to balance something out. This is something you've always wanted. It's coming in. Not only is it coming in, but it's coming in to make a commitment to you, and it's also coming in super fast. Okay, so you can expect this, whatever this is, and it's on top of the card of communication. All right, so get ready for something that is coming in that's very positive, that's going to bring balance. This is also something you've wanted, and it's going to get better and better with time. All right, so that sounds good. All right, and here we have the Nine of Pentacles next to the Queen of Cups. This could be a friendship or a relationship of some sort that one of you is holding on to, and you're trying to be strong. You're holding on to someone. And I'm seeing, I don't know what this is actually, so I can't even pretend. There's something here about trying to be strong and but you're defensive at the same time and holding on to this person. This is someone that's very important to you. This is someone who brings a lot to you. You feel like you just wouldn't, you'd be a fish out of water if you didn't have this person in your life. This person is like your support. You bounce things off this person. They're your rock, basically. Okay. And there's something going on here. I don't know if they're like thinking of moving, or I don't know what the scenario is here, the situation, but you're holding on to this person, and you're being very strong about it. You don't want this person feel like they're leaving, or they're moving away, or maybe somebody's trying to take that person away from you. Not really sure, but here I'm seeing somebody's feeling left out in the cold regarding let me look at this a sec. So somebody is actually feeling insecure about themselves today, like something's missing or something doesn't feel right, something feels off, and you don't like the way you're feeling. This isn't the norm for you. All right, remember guys, we have all this crazy energy coming in from the ether, from the Schumann resonance rather, which is the energy of the ether, and also these sun solar flares. That's why we're getting all these crazy tsunamis and earthquakes, and somebody has their hand in all of this and is shaking the world up right now, turning the world upside down and getting rid of all that negativity so we can go into this new positive light we're moving into, right? So I am seeing that you're going to be very successful at something in the very near future. So you might be feeling a little off, today or the last few days, but I am seeing, I'm seeing a lot of success and a connection with this. I don't know if this is a sun over here, or somebody who's very loving, somebody who loves you a lot. All right, and here I'm seeing this could be somebody trying to get back into school. All right, you might have had a setback and you're young enough, you're going after the big money, and I am thinking that there's a connection here with a masculine as well. Oh wow, I didn't see that. I missed that. This is heartbreak between I talk about this from time to time in my readings, okay? You're both swords. This is a couple that you're both going through some kind of heartbreak right now. And this could be a breakup, okay? You've known each other in a different lifetime, and sometimes when we reincarnate, we need to complete something from another lifetime, and that's what this is, okay? So you both came back. One of you has to make something up to the other, or you're both completing something rather, okay? Sometimes when this happens, this is almost like a twin flame kind of deal. Sometimes it doesn't work out once you complete what you came back to complete. And I am seeing this heartbreak, but if you're watching this and this is hitting home for you, this is beginning to make sense to you, you don't have to break up. You can just be mindful of what is going on, like that you came back to complete something, and just be mindful of that. You can change the dynamic of where this relationship is going, and you could be happy. This person could be a part of your life. I'm talking to a masculine right here, because you have everything. You have money, you have material wealth, you've got it all. But this person is going to be part of all of this with you if you recognize, there's a lot of, what happens is there's a lot of passion between you, okay? It starts off, you probably had, a ton of passion, like things were on 150 with, sex, and, the way you felt about one another, the passion that went into the relationship, and, finishing each other's sentences and kind of reading each other's minds, right? And then, we all have this telepathy. And then, yeah, something crazy happened between me and my brother. We were talking about somebody we hadn't seen in like 25 years, and this person, right after I stopped talking to my brother, they called him. He doesn't know. This is like a friend of a family member. He doesn't even know how they got his phone number. We haven't heard from this person in like 25 years or maybe even longer. And there's a lot more to this story. Um, my brother ended up calling me a witch. It's funny. But anyway, you all have this ability. You just have to hone it. You have to recognize you have it first, right? And once you do that, you'll be paying attention to things that are happening to you and for you. All right, with your intuitive abilities, your manifestation abilities, your also what's coming online for you very strongly right now, guys, is your telepathy. You are going, and guys, if this is happening, please message me. All right, I know there's a lot more of you that just aren't just don't feel like commenting, but it's important that you do. All right, because I want to see how many of you are dealing with the telepathy now, right? You're talking to somebody about a person, and suddenly the person you were talking about texts you or shows up or calls out of the blue, like things like that. Or you're thinking of somebody and they call you, text you right away. Or you're calling somebody and they're calling you at the same exact moment. Things like that. That's telepathy, guys. And you're on fire with that. Aquarius is on fire with the telepathy. All right. So let me know if this is you. And I hope that you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.